I want to share this clip that I did yesterday at KPFT 90.1 FM Houston with a caller, Barry. He called in and because he took exception to what I said about some of the wealthy people, etc. And he wanted to bring an excuse about, well, how much can we allow Oprah to buy or whatever. He missed the point altogether. I want you to listen to this, and then I have a little corollary that I want to add to the end. A lot of people that are in the top upper tiers are going to say, well, I want to protect the wealth that I've earned for my kids. I want to make sure that I can transfer to my kids what I worked so hard for. I don't have a problem transferring a few bucks to one's kids. If it's yours, I have no problem doing that. But I do have a problem for you thinking that all that you have, you've earned. Barry, come on in.
How many limousines would you allow Oprah Winfrey to have? 1, 2, or 3?
I don't care.
Okay, how many mansions would you allow her to have?
I don't care either.
Okay, how many yachts?
I don't care. You're missing. That is.
How many yachts?
I don't care either. You're missing the point.
Then is her $5 billion product fortune her money, or are you in?
No, you are right. No, you're asking the right question. No.
The UNC earned together.
I love what you just gave. You know why I like when you call, sir?
UNC earned the money together.
No. Let me.
You didn't. Okay.
No.
So you did nothing to help her earn a fortune.
Yes, I did. No. Yes, I did. Yes, I did. Hold on a second.
Hold on. Wait a minute. You made no investments. You bought no stock. You gave her no financial advice.
Yes, I did.
Nothing. Wait a minute, sir. You did not. You were not her financial provider.
Wait a minute. You asked me a question. I'm answering you. You asked me a question. Did I help? Did me personally? Did Marlo personally? Did Rico personally? Did they help?
You.
No. I'm bringing. The reason I'm bringing myself up is because I have to include them as well. Barry, hold on. You know
what did you do to help Oprah earn a fortune?
I want you to stop. We talk one at a time. I want you to tell you how I helped Oprah. I want to tell you how Rico helped Oprah and all of us. So stop for a second.
Please.
The only reason Oprah has market power is because I watched the Oprah Winfrey Show, and based on what
you were forced to watch at gunpoint, right?
No, again, let me make the case. You see, the problem with a lot of right wingers, my brother, is that listen. You are so scared of the truth that you can't let somebody else talk.
You were forced to watch Oprah.
Sir, be quiet for a second. Listen, and then we can continue. Okay? I'll give you a chance to talk. Here's how it goes, Barry. I watch Oprah by choice, all right? But in the process of watching Oprah by choice, Oprah is selling my eyeballs. Oprah is selling your eyeballs. Oprah is selling Rico's eyeballs and Marlo's eyeballs to corporate America, who says, wait a minute, if Marlo sees that advertising for that nice dress, Marlo is going to buy it. So therefore, I pay Oprah for what Oprah had gotten for free. So again, the worth that we have to get to people is the following, Barry. People have to understand their worth. You see, we sit down and we look at Oprah. We sit down and we look at Gates. We sit down and we look at all these people and we think these are great people that have done so much when we all played a part in what they've done. They didn't do it alone. Without me, there's no them.
How much are you owed now?
I'm not owed anything.
Okay. Sure.
Let me explain what. Let me tell you what. No, but I can tell you what she's owed. You don't pay me in the aggregate for doing something that makes this system go around. What you do pay for is you tell Oprah that the billions that she wants to accumulate, and I'm using Oprah because you brought Oprah up, but it applies to Bill Gates. It applies to all of them. They're billions. They're billions. They're the billions that Oprah has. The engineer who made the mic, the engineer who designed, who figured out. They paid once. Oprah gets paid continuously on it. Again, that's what I talk about slave labor.
Capitalism game better.
Exactly. You got it right. And that's why the system is a failure.
I have no problem.
I don't want to drop. This guy's good. This guy's good for business. This guy is great for business. Let me tell you why Barry is good. And anybody that wants to come in, please come. Because Barry gives you the opportunity. You know what Barry just taught us here? Hear what Barry said. Barry just said, Capitalism. She played capitalism better than the engineer. He's right. Barry is right. She played capitalism better than the engineer. And it proves that capitalism then has no knowledge. Because what it proves is that the engineer made the mic, the engineer made the physicist figured out how to transmit signals, all these things that she depends on. Yet she's the one who makes the money off of it.
All got paid.
Barry, I appreciate your call, but I want to tell you one thing. I want to thank you first of all for giving me the opportunity to make that point. Because it's a point.
I'm so glad you said she doesn't owe you any of her money.
No, she doesn't. But she owes the government. She owes we the people, not me. The fact that she's accumulated the wealth means that. But thank you, Barry. You have a wonderful day, brother. You have a great day. Let me tell you what I like about Barry. Barry is consistent, but Barry gives us a chance, an opportunity to teach. Because here's what we learned from what Barry allowed me to say. Okay, he wants, the thing that they always do, right, is like, how many yachts can Oprah have? I say, I don't care. How many limousines can Oprah have? I don't care. But you know what? If Oprah were paying the amount of taxes, if Oprah were paying commensurate with what other people have done in broadcasting, etc., she would not have had the money to buy 5 yachts. She would not have had the money to have 100 limousines. It's only because we have a system that does it that she has that. And I'm glad he used Oprah as an example, because Oprah is everybody loves to love Oprah, and I love Oprah, okay? Oprah is just playing the game better than everybody else, as he said. He's absolutely right about that. He's absolutely right about that. What I want to do is level the game so that others don't have to learn to play a capitalist game that is nothing more. And when I say this, I'm talking about a regulated system. When you have a game where you have to be callous enough to play, and if you decide that you don't want to be callous, let me give an example, personal example. A license that I used to sell to Boeing for serial comm. I sold it for whatever the market could bear, which was a bunch. And I remember the night that I felt guilty about doing it. And saying, my God, Boeing had no problem paying for this license. But you know why? Because Boeing never had to pay for that license. The way the system works, those of us with pricing power can charge you anything. And it's the lowest person on the totem pole. And by lowest, I don't mean poor or anything like that. I mean the person who's at the end of the chain. I'm talking about the person who was going to buy that ticket on the Boeing airplane. They ultimately paid me. So when Barry says, does she owe you anything? When I sold those licenses to Boeing, you see, every person who flew on a 787, they paid me. Right? Because Boeing passed it right down to them. There has to be a limit. There has to be more equity. And this is not rocket science, or this is not goody two-shoe trying to feel good. This is saying that the results over the last few decades of all this, of us not having an equitable system, is what has moved most of our money. That the top 10% or so own more than 70 or 80% of the entire wealth of this country. Shouldn't you want to do something about that? And can you do something about that? I end my essay saying the following: we can do better. We should do better. We must do better. But to do so, we must be informed. And a media that should be working to keep us enlightened are not doing that in the aggregate. In fact, they're doing the opposite. All I try to do here, folks will want to label me all kinds of things when I talk like this. They'll want to call me a communist. They want to call me a Marxist. I don't cop to any of it. I cop to just one thing: having an economic system that serves us all. That's who I am. An economic system. You want to own your pizza shop? By God, do it. You want to own your oil company? By God, do it. Do all these things you want to do on your own. And we should allow free enterprise. I truly, honestly, 100% believe in free enterprise. I don't believe in a stock market that is nothing more than a casino. Now, Barry believes that the wealthy did it all on their own, and because they knew how to, and it was enough that, in as much as it is a capitalist system that gives them that ability to overperform. In other words, while other people design and build and innovate, etc., those who know how to exist in a capitalist system are able to monopolize on the monies that are realized from said inventions, from said creations, etc. Which is what I contend Oprah and many other billionaires do, right? That is, in effect, other people innovated and they build on that innovation, not putting any more intellect into it, and they get super wealthy. I mean, we take a look at Elon Musk and all the technology that he's gotten from all over the place. And yes, he monopolizes and then become one of the richest people in the world. We have to have a system that can mitigate that. And we could have a system that can mitigate that to make it more fair for everybody. The folks who know how to use all the inventions and creations of others shouldn't be the ones that go ahead and maximize the wealth generated from said creation, said invention. And until we get there, until we show people that that is where we need to be, have more self-worth, believe that they can, that is how we are going to get out of this spiral where the poor and the middle class continue to go in the wrong direction as the wealthy takes it all. We spend a lot of time deconstructing the news, trying to parse it into a form that everybody can understand. We try to find those little nitpicks where it flies above the fray, etc. If you really like these videos that we do, I want to ask a big favor. Please go ahead, number one, subscribe to our channel, and number two, please join if you can. Thank you so kindly for watching. Keep watching. Please remember to share. We must populate the entire internet with our progressive message, a message that we know is what most Americans say that they want. So help us, please join.